Dubai is home to palaces so extravagant that even America's wealthiest billionaires are quietly buying their way in. These are not homes, they're vertical kingdoms, with private marinas, sky garages, gold-plated spas, and rooftop pools suspended hundreds of meters above the Gulf. And if you watch until the end, you'll see the one mansion that even outpriced the most expensive estates in Beverly Hills, and the billionaire who secured it before anyone else knew it was available. Sky Mansion at Bugatti Residences, Business Bay. In the heart of Business Bay, rising above Dubai's glass and steel skyline, stands a project so extravagant that even America's billionaires are quietly trying to secure a place inside it. The Sky Mansions at Bugatti Residences are not apartments or penthouses, they are airborne palaces, suspended across the top floors of 248-story towers, each one crafted with the precision of a hypercar and the scale of a private estate. Only 11 Sky Mansions exist, and each occupies an entire floor, some stretching from 9,200 to an unbelievable 47,111 square feet, nearly half the size of an American football field. Inside, the ceilings reach up to 15 feet, and the walls are made entirely of glass, turning Dubai's skyline into a living, moving painting that wraps around the home in every direction. But the true signature of these residences is something no billionaire has seen before: car elevators that transport hypercars directly into your living room. With 10 to 20 private parking bays per penthouse, owners display Bugattis, Ferraris and Pagani Huayras the way others display artwork. For some residents, the cars are the artwork. Pricing begins at $40.8 million. But it is the crown jewel, an 8-bedroom Sky Mansion currently whispered about in brokerage circles, that commands global attention. Negotiations have already approached $204 million, positioning it to become Dubai's priciest penthouse ever sold. The finishes elevate the mansion into a museum of European craftsmanship. Italian marble slabs, exotic hardwoods, metallic accents inspired by Bugatti grilles, infinity pools stretching up to 1,000 square feet, and private spa suites with saunas and steam rooms. Every resident receives a Bugatti-branded 24/7 concierge private chefs, butlers, security, and even lifestyle managers trained to meet ultra-high net worth expectations. With handover expected between Q4 2025 and mid-2026, one question remains for you. If you had the wealth, would you choose a Sky Palace or something even grander? The Marble Palace, Emirates Hills. Hidden inside the gates of Emirates Hills stands a residence that feels less like a home and more like a sovereign domain. Dubai's own version of Versailles, reimagined for a modern billionaire. Known simply as the Marble Palace, it took nearly 12 years to complete, not because of delays, but because its owner demanded a level of craftsmanship that borders on obsession. With a built-up area of 60,000 square feet sitting on a 70,000 square foot plot, the structure rises like a private kingdom carved from stone. The numbers alone tell a story of excess. More than 40 containers of marble were imported from Europe. 17 French glass artists spent years fabricating custom panels, while 70 specialists applied 700,000 sheets of gold leaf across domes, friezes, and vaulted ceilings. Stonework alone cost roughly $27 million before a single chandelier or sculpture was even installed. Inside, the decadence intensifies. The ground floor houses an 80,000-litre living coral reef aquarium, large enough to mimic sections of a natural reef. Over 400 statues and artworks line hallways and galleries, mixing 19th century European sculpture with modern commissioned pieces. The spa wing features a 24-karat gold jacuzzi, alongside a steam room, sauna, indoor pool, and a glass-walled gym overlooking manicured terraces. Multiple panic rooms sit behind reinforced doors, and the estate even maintains its own private power substation, ensuring uninterrupted operation regardless of external grid failures. Originally listed around $204 million, the Marble Palace eventually sold for $115.8 million, making it one of the most expensive residential transactions in Dubai's history. More than a mansion, it stands as the archetype of a fortress estate, the kind of place where an American billionaire could live, host world leaders, or disappear entirely without ever crossing the gates. Bulgari Resort Mansions, Jumeira Bay Island. On a seahorse-shaped island carved into the turquoise waters of the Arabian Gulf sits one of Dubai's most coveted enclaves, the Bulgari Resort Mansions, a place where Italian haute couture meets Middle Eastern waterfront prestige. Jumeira Bay Island spans 1.7 million square feet, but only 15 standalone mansions were ever allowed to rise on its shoreline, making the development one of the rarest collections of branded residences in the world. Each mansion sits on a plot between 10,000 and more than 20,000 square feet, with built-up areas ranging from 7,000 to 10,000 square feet. Inside are 3 to 6 ensuite bedrooms, staff quarters, private gyms and spa suites, all styled with the unmistakable vocabulary of Bulgari's jewelry heritage. Oak, marble and bronze come together in serpentine patterns inspired by the brand's iconic Serpenti line. Master bedrooms feel like boutique hotel penthouses, complete with soaking tubs facing unobstructed views of the Gulf's shimmering horizon. The pricing reflects their scarcity and craftsmanship. Smaller mansions range between $21.8 to $27.2 million, while the crown jewel of the development is listed at $135 million, positioning it among the most expensive waterfront homes in Dubai. Amenities elevate these mansions from luxury residences to resort-level palaces. Each home features a 43-meter infinity pool equipped with underwater speakers. Many include private jetties allowing yachts to dock directly at the doorstep. Residents enjoy a 1-kilometer private beach, the exclusive Bulgari Yacht Club with 52 berths, and access to a 117,000 square foot spa, Michelin star dining and curated cultural programming. For American billionaires arriving by jet, these mansions offer something increasingly rare: turnkey opulence wrapped in absolute privacy. A world where the elegance of Rome meets the extravagance of Dubai, delivered with every detail already perfected. Dorchester Sky Palace A, Palm Jumeirah. The Dorchester Sky Palace A rises from Palm Jumeirah like a private empire built into the sky, a 4-level residence that feels less like a penthouse and more like a floating palace carved above the Arabian Gulf. The experience begins with a dedicated glass arrival elevator that transports the owner directly from the ground to the upper levels, bypassing the building entirely and establishing a sense of isolation that only the ultra-wealthy ever encounter. The first level serves as a confidential automotive chamber, offering a 10-car private garage connected internally to the residence. This is not ordinary parking. It is climate-controlled, acoustically insulated, and designed for collectors who store vehicles worth millions. From this sanctuary, owners step into their home without ever touching public corridors, a detail engineered for billionaires who require absolute privacy. One floor above, the palace reveals its entertainment core, a sweeping level built around a towering atrium garden that rises through the center of the residence. The interior is composed of Italian marble floors, oak wall panels, silk-lined rooms and crystal fixtures personally selected with the input of Robert A. M. Stern, bringing the aesthetic of a Manhattan penthouse into Dubai's vertical skyline. This level is programmed for grand hosting, where dinners, receptions and private gatherings unfold against panoramic views. The third level contains the private suites, each crafted as an independent spa environment with stone-soaking tubs, oversized dressing rooms, and temperature-calibrated wellness chambers. Every bedroom faces the Arabian Gulf or the Dubai Marina skyline, turning ordinary mornings into cinematic moments. The crown of the palace is the rooftop terrace, suspended 120 meters above sea level and wrapped by a full 360-degree infinity pool. The water bends with the curvature of the tower, creating an uninterrupted ring of blue equipped with underwater speakers, an outdoor cinema, lounge decks and open-air dining zones. Sold in 2023 for $60 million and now valued up to $76.2 million, the Sky Palace stands as one of Dubai's defining symbols of vertical luxury and engineered extravagance. Masa Al Arab Signature Villas, Suqeim 3. The Masa Al Arab signature villas rise from the water like private super yachts anchored off Burj Al Arab. But their scale and engineering make even the world's largest vessels feel modest. Each villa sits on a 15,400 CFT plot, with a built-up area of roughly 15,330 CFT shaped into long, flowing white lines that mimic the hull of a luxury cruiser. This is where architecture stops resembling a home and starts feeling like a floating palace designed for billionaires who refuse compromise. Inside, the layout unfolds across 6 ensuite bedrooms, 7 to 8 bathrooms, dedicated maid and driver quarters, private gyms, fully equipped media rooms, and corner offices surrounded by water on all sides. The 4-meter ceilings aren't just tall, they are engineered to frame the 360 DG panoramas of the Arabian Gulf, the Burj Al Arab sail silhouette, the yacht marina, and the full curvature of Dubai's skyline. Every window becomes a moving painting, shifting with the tides and the city's lights. The pricing reflects its rarity, starting at $62.6 million and climbing to $103.6 million. Even off-plan units have already sold at 30% above the original asking, signaling demand that borders on aggressive. For ultra-rich buyers from the United States, these villas function as both a home and a harbor, a place where their yacht can dock at the 83-berth marina, letting them step straight from a super deck into their living room. Amenities amplify the illusion of a private resort. 10-15-meter infinity pools, 200 SQM rooftop terraces, helipad access, 24/7 concierge services, private chefs, Michelin-level dining, spa suites, an amphitheater and wellness zones carved directly into the island's edge. Every inch is calibrated for a buyer who expects both spectacle and silence. Casa del Sole, Palm Jumeirah, Billionaires Row. Casa del Sole rises on Palm Jumeirah's Billionaires Row like a crystalline monument. A mansion built not merely to be lived in, but to be displayed. An architectural sculpture commissioned for collectors who treat real estate the same way they treat rare art. Spanning 25,000 square feet on a 28,000 square foot plot, its massing climbs nearly 15 meters into the sky, giving it enough presence to rival the superstructures across the Gulf. From its terraces, you see 3 different icons without turning your head: Atlantis, the full sweep of the Dubai Marina skyline, and the distant arc of Ain Dubai. Its ownership story alone signals its status. When the blueprint was still drying in 2022, it sold off-plan for $82.4 million for a home nobody had even stepped inside yet. Today, analysts estimate its value between $95 to $109 million, placing it among Dubai's most valuable private residences. Inside, the palette feels like a curated gallery. Ivory sands, aquamarine tones, veined marble slabs cut from single blocks, panels of warm walnut and hand-blown Murano glass glowing under recessed lighting. Every hallway feels intentional, as if walking through a museum installation rather than a residential floor plan. And with 8 ensuite bedrooms, 18 bathrooms and an entire staff wing, luxury is built into the infrastructure rather than added as decoration. Step outside and the villa reveals its most cinematic scenes. A 20-meter infinity pool that seems to dissolve into the Gulf, over 500 square meters of open-air terraces with palms, fire pits and sculpted seating, and a 50-meter private beachfront carved directly into the plot. Above it all, a rooftop helipad completes its role as a statement villa, one designed for billionaires who want a Dubai home that doesn't just impress, but overwhelms. Dubai Hills Grove Mansions, Dubai Hills Estate. The deeper you go into Dubai Hills Grove, the more it stops feeling like a neighborhood and starts feeling like a private kingdom carved for the ultra-rich. Imagine just 26 mansions, each one a custom-built estate, stretching 20,000 to 35,000 square feet, sitting on plots so large, 25,000 to 40,500 square feet, that you could mistake them for miniature resorts. And yet, every villa faces the same thing: a silent, perfectly groomed championship golf course that billionaires treat like their personal backyard. Walk into one of these estates and the scale hits you first. 6 to 9 ensuite bedrooms, ceilings rising 12 to 16 feet, and living rooms lined with reflective glass facades that pull the green landscape right into the home. The details are almost obsessive. Spanish limestone exteriors, hand-selected natural stone, circadian lighting systems adjusting with the sun, and infinity pools stretching 60 to 80 feet, long enough for an Olympic swimmer to get tired. But what truly separates Hills Grove from anywhere else in Dubai is the privacy money buys here. Mansions starting at $27.2 million, resales climbing into the $32.7–40.8 million range, and a record sale that stunned even seasoned brokers. A 9-bedroom mansion trading hands for $54.5 million. And yes, some of these homes hide garages that fit 4 to 12 cars, designed for owners who collect supercars the way others collect shoes. Inside, everything feels curated for someone who expects the world to adjust around them. Italian marble floors, onyx accent walls, zebrano wood panels and 24-karat gold detailing. Not flashy, but precise, almost architectural in the way it frames each room. Even the gardens feel engineered, 20,000 square feet of olive trees, citrus groves and sunken lawns sculpted like museum courtyards. Hills Grove isn't for the loudest billionaires, it's for the ones who want Beverly Hills privacy, Dubai opulence and a home that whispers wealth instead of shouting it. Villa Capri, Dubai Hills View. Villa Capri rises out of Dubai Hills like a Roman dream transported straight into the desert. A place where an American billionaire could land tonight and sleep inside a fully furnished palace by sunrise. Spanning 38,000 square feet of built-up space on a 37,696 square foot plot, the mansion feels less like a home and more like a private kingdom. Everything is oversized. 8 ensuite bedrooms, more than 10 marble-lined bathrooms, and 4 full levels stacked beneath a rooftop terrace designed for evening banquets under warm Gulf winds. But the real shock comes with the price. In 2025, Villa Capri was listed for $72.25 million, or $1,900 per square foot, and buyers weren't hesitating, because unlike other Dubai mansions that require 3 to 5 years of construction, this estate is delivered exactly as shown, down to the last handcrafted detail. Step inside, and you're met with Italian Renaissance architecture recreated with obsessive precision. The facade is wrapped in warm stucco and terracotta accents, while towering stone columns frame the entrance like a noble palazzo. Inside, every surface tells a story. Italian marble, shimmering onyx, brass and gold trims, and signature Versace tiles running through sunlit corridors. Even the furniture is museum-grade, with pieces from Minotti and Hermès staged across vast salons. Outside, more than 20,000 square feet of sculpted gardens unfold, complete with an 80-foot infinity pool, outdoor kitchens, fire pits, cascading water features, and the option for a helipad or private lake dock for owners who prefer to travel door-to-door by air. Villa Capri isn't just a mansion, it's an instant lifestyle, a shortcut to old-world Italian grandeur without waiting a single day for construction or design. Jumeira Bay Island, bespoke villas, Billionaires Island. What if I told you there's a private island in Dubai, so exclusive that even billionaires have to compete for a place on it? Jumeira Bay Island, known quietly among wealth managers as Billionaires Island, isn't just a neighborhood, it's a gated world built for the ultra-rich who want something more than a mansion. They want sovereignty, and here sovereignty starts with a 20,000 to 26,995 SQFT plot carved into the shape of a giant seahorse floating off Dubai's coastline. Step inside one of these bespoke American-owned estates and you'll immediately feel the difference. These villas aren't mass-produced luxury, each is a one-of-one creation, rising 13,000 to 18,917 square FT, sculpted with magnolia white stucco, stone colonnades, and glass walls that dissolve into the sea. The scale is almost unreal, 50, 80 FT infinity pools falling toward 100-200 feet of private beachfront, sunken lawns bigger than some hotels, and underground garages for 4-6 cars with a private elevator that takes owners straight into their living rooms. Inside, the materials elevate the price into another league. Taj Mahal quartzite floors, Patagonian marble walls, walnut veneers, brass detailing, and bathroom fixtures from Gessi and Broadway that would cost more than some apartments. Even the wine cellars are cryogenic, engineered to preserve rare bottles worth tens of thousands of dollars each. And then comes the price tag. Entry-level sales start around $32.7–43.6 million, while prime villas often trade for $43.6 and $54.5 million. The record, a $89.9 million beachfront estate, Dubai's highest villa sale ever. Jumeira Bay isn't where US billionaires go to relax, it's where they go to hide their wealth in plain sight. Comment below, which feature shocked you the most? The 80 FD pools or the 200 FD private beaches? What you've just seen is only the surface of Dubai's ultra-luxury world, a place where American billionaires reinvent their lifestyles inside palaces engineered for absolute excess. From Bugatti-branded sky mansions to private islands hidden behind biometric gates, Dubai has become the new playground for the wealthy elite and, trust me, the most shocking properties. The off-market ones, the secret builds, the billion-dollar islands, haven't even been revealed yet. If you want the full story, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and stay ready for part 2. The real billionaire palaces are still ahead.